We are certainly losing a lot of the money that we had in our bank, but that's all right. All right, here we go. We're going to build that there. I think that's a safe enough distance, and we are going to wiggle our way to the edge of the map and connect it up. Oh man, these are always kind of funky because we have to extend that to there. We gotta put this through, and we gotta put that through, and there's our final extension. It's wonderful, isn't it? Alright, now we gotta start considering connecting some other highways. What city is in this direction, and could it use a highway connection? Friskitopia. That is a farming town. How about we upgrade it to a farming town with a highway through it? Sounds like a good plan to me. But we're going to have to connect it to this highway. We're going to have to derp it around a little bit. And we're already running low on money. So let's just not worry about that for now. Instead, we're going to focus on spending our highway. Of course, this one's going to come down through here. Alright, we're planning ahead here. This highway is going to come down through here, cut across here, combine here, possibly go on a loop over to here, and meet this highway that's coming down here. Coming down through here. Okay. It's a good plan. So what we are going to do is, this will be the last sort of big money expenditure of the episode, or the before I put the pause off. We are going to declare this to be our intersection zone, you might say. I'm going to clear out everything from it. We're even going to clear out this. I'm going to blow up that. We're going to say for now, this ends here, even if you aren't connecting because you're being a jerk. Yeah, there are some connections for some reason the game just doesn't like. It's like, oh, you trying to do that? Well, you can't do that, bozo. Okay. My 4 key is sticking. That's kind of sad. Oh well. Right. We're going to do that before linking that up to there. Next, we are going to build our ground highway. And oh wow, that was the one I wanted to build, and the game was smart enough to accept it. There we go. Our very first beautiful cloverleaf for this city. Look at it. It is nice. I was hoping there'd be room for another set of exits. There still might be. This kind of makes it tight. Do I really want to do that? Oh. Oh. Okay. It kind of looks silly, but I want to give my people some options here. If this was a real city, there would be something along the lines of, you know, feeder lanes and express lanes and such a configuration, possibly. Sorry, your house looked nice. It had to go, though. Alright. like I said, that highway is going to link up with that one at some point. There's going to be another highway going through here. But now, to connect things up, we are going to be making our highway, making another ramp over here. Yes, all these exits don't seem to serve much of a purpose now, but when the city grows, I mean, we are planning for the future here. Alright. So, now we're going to make one more exit up here. Just like that. And just hook you up. Hook you up. Nice. And the last thing to do to complete this highway is link these two parts together. And hopefully we'll be able to do it in a straight-on fashion. Oh man. Just be very delicate. Yeah, being delicate with highways. Good luck with that, right? That's probably too much of a curve. Oh man, our money. Our poor financial advisor's probably ripping out his hair. It's like, what do you mean the nation won't pay for the capital? We have to pay for the national capital out of our own pockets. Oh man, but that's what's happening. It's what's for dinner. All right, and there we managed to connect it up with a minimal of derps. And just because we can, or just for shits and giggles, we are just going to temporarily hook this up. This is just a temporary hookup, by the way. Oh man, because we will have nicer things in the future. And even though this is temporary, I must note with some comedic value that there are actually a lot of highways that end like this out there because they, you know, are waiting for them to be built, or maybe at one point they were going to be built, but now they're not, and they just sort of end like this. There's one here in Philly. If any of you are familiar with the Woodhaven Expressway, after it crosses over Route 1, it just ends sort of like this. It's kind of funny, actually. Alright, so my 4 key is still sticking. 4. You're kind of important. Alright. So we are going to patch things up a little bit. Leave them all nice like they were. We don't need to patch up this, although that's kind of a derpy way to end the road there. It's like, oh, we're going somewhere. Oh, no, we're not. But we have our future stuffs here for future use. Should make everyone happy for now. All right. So everything is good. Now, I want to develop in this area, because remember what I said, I wanted to wait a little bit for that area. Now, I am thinking, we do have another highway here, but we really don't need 3 highways down here. So this one's probably just going to cross over and end. This one is probably going to cross over here, and cut through here. Oh man, we're going to have to demolish a bachelor party, isn't that sad? Now, in the Washington D.C., the there is something at the end of this road. I forget what it is. I'm going to go look that up right now. Be right back. Alright, I have discovered that at the end of the National Mall is the Washington Monument. So, we're going to try to see if we have that in here. Aha! But, oh, would you look at that? It's 3x3. This will not be symmetrical. The bitches who designed this game. Derp, I know. Let's make this an even width and not an odd width. Still might make it. I don't know. Let's see what else we have there. We have the Jefferson Memorial. That's nice and big. You know what? Fuck it. Jefferson Memorial. It is. And how wide do we want to make this? We'll make it at the very beginning of Bachelor Party. Okay, so gonna destroy all of you. But I don't think we need quite the number of things here. Alright, let's see. Well, let's work our way there with the streets for our wonderful National Mall here. Well, first of all, you have to be altered. We need to move you 2 blocks further back. So this and that is going bye-bye. Alright, there we go. Let's just do some upgrades here. Nice. Alright, so, right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our wonderful streets there. We'll probably end up changing this at some point because look at these derp houses, like so close to our beautiful National Mall. Let's see how we did it here. We had our final one and then 2 block or 4. Our final one, then just 3 blocks later, after 3 more blocks, were our 2 roundabouts. Which were then connected by a connecting piece of avenue. Now this is intelligent use of roundabouts, folks. Alright, so let's take a look. What we have here. Then we have 1 block, and then we have our thing. Okay, so let's take a look at our... Dumbass. Wrong. Jefferson Memorial. Wow, you're a big fucker. Okay. Or I could build a Lincoln Memorial, but nah, we're gonna... Jefferson Memorial is nice and big and expensive. We're only gonna get 1 shot at this, so let's get it right. Yeah. Oh yeah, nailed it. Nailed it. And for now, we're going to do something rather simple. We are just going to jiggle this down here. Jiggle that up there, and that will be our National Mall. I'm quite happy with our National Mall. It's nice and long and wide and beautiful, and I am not going to touch it for now. I'm thinking closer to the Capitol will be civic buildings, but down here maybe I'll build some other stuff. Alright. Hopefully spending all this money is something that is going to pay off. I'm going to kind of continue the block pattern that was here. there. Okay, 1, 5. Phew. Okay, good. Now let's get rid of this road. Get rid of these obsolete farms. And let's see what we can do about this avenue. Alright. We're just going to derp it up like that temporarily. It's a good enough ending, I suppose, for this avenue. Let's derp it up even further by doing that. Giving people plenty of options of where they want to go, and that doesn't look ridiculous at all. Well, we've used up nearly all the money we have banked, and it's time to use just a little bit more, because this area, of course, is going to need our largest police station. We are going to put that right here. We are going to want our largest, well, we're going to need that too, but our largest fire station. Because I want this area to have all the best services. That's expensive. We're going to put down a large medical center. We're going to put down a regular-sized high school. An elementary school right next to it. Well, okay, maybe not right next to it. Over here. And for good measure, we are going to plop down... I think I put a large elementary school, didn't I? Oh well, doesn't matter. We're going to put down a library. So that is what we are doing right now. I like it quite muchly. And now it's time to see where the nearest water is to this area. It's over here. I'm gonna grab that line, drag it over. All these areas will eventually be watered. But for now, we are just concerned with what's most important and relevant to us. Alright, and just taking a look at our water, make sure we have enough. Looks like we do. Okay, good.